unlimited prospects. Too many times I hear, and I know you guys hear this too from your people, that, oh, I just don't have anybody else to talk to. I've run out of my warm market. It's like, yeah, me too. Yeah, I've gone through a whole bunch of my original warm market. So what I've done is I've created a new warm market. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that today. And there's 5 steps, okay? So if you want to jot this down, or somebody will take notes and throw it on our Facebook page, but obviously these are recorded so you can go back and listen to it again. But there are 5 steps in creating unlimited prospects. And guys, if you just take some of this advice and just run with it, you're never going to run out of people to talk to. But I will preface this. You're going to have to step out of your comfort zone maybe just a little bit to make this work, okay? And you've heard me say this a number of times. You don't ever want to be in your comfort zone, okay? When you're in your comfort zone, it should be the most uncomfortable place to be, because when you're in your comfort zone, you're not growing. Everything is just, even keel, and you're not really growing. So you've got to get out of your comfort zone if you are going to grow. So the first thing that you've got to do in creating unlimited prospects is you've got to create an active prospect list. Now, I know that sounds so cliche. It's like, oh my gosh, Steve, that sounds like network marketing back in the 1980s. I know. And I'm not talking about you just jotting down 20 names on the back of an envelope or making a list of 100 people on a legal pad, okay? It's going to go way, way beyond that. I want you to make a list of every single person you know or you have ever met, all right? And anybody that you can possibly remember, okay? Now, I want you to look at it this way. If I gave you $1,000 for every name that you wrote down, how much money would it cost me? Okay? If I said I'm going to give you $1,000 per name, how much is that going to cost me? Now, we live in a different time today, because making a prospect list, an active prospect list, has never been more easy, because many of you right now are already holding it. Just look at your cell phones. Look at your contacts in your cell phone. I know that on an iPhone, if you click on contacts and you scroll all the way down to the bottom past Z or Z for my Canadian friends, it'll tell you how many contacts that you have. And if you actually take the time to put somebody in your contacts on your phone, there's probably a pretty good chance that you communicate with that person. So that's a good place to start. Look at all of your Facebook friends. Look at all of the people that follow you on Instagram. And would you guys please follow me on Instagram? Did you notice my social media presence is growing? And I'm getting a lot of help with that, by the way, okay? Yeah, follow me on Instagram, please. Thank you very much. I'm trying to become an influencer so I can sell leggings like they all do. Yeah, I know. You're laughing right now. I know. No, I'm not trying to be an influencer. I'm totally kidding you. All right, so your list, you got to create that active prospect list, okay? So number two, this is where it's going to get a little bit interesting. You constantly have to expand your list. Now, the reason I call it an active list is because you need to consistently expand this list. It's not just who you know today, you guys. It's who you're going to meet. It's who you're going to run into. It's going to be who you connect with. You might meet people online. You might meet people, at a social group or through a social group. It might be somebody that you just remember. It's like, well, I didn't remember them when I made my initial list, but boom, they just popped into your head. It might be somebody you bump into while you're walking the dog. It might be somebody that gave you great service at a restaurant. You don't have to prospect these people the second that you meet them. The key is to start building a relationship. So you start to build trust, you start to build belief, and then when it's appropriate, then you'll have the ability to share what we're doing here with this opportunity, okay? So number one is you create an active prospect list. It's already created for you with the list that you've already made. But number two, you've got to constantly expand your list. And number three is how you do that. And how you do it is you raise your awareness. You just raise your awareness. Now, what I mean by that is that when you get out in the world, okay, when you leave those 4 walls that you call your house, a lot of times we run into people that would be incredible for our business, and we don't even see them. You know, most of the time we're not even aware that the person gave us really good service at a restaurant, and that person could be an unbelievable prospect. In fact, we didn't even get that person's name. You know, we're constantly presented with opportunities to make connections with other people. And it's, guys, it's our job to raise our awareness, expand your mind, get outside your little tiny sphere of 5 or 6 friends and your family members, and start to expand your network. Now, this is a key skill. And a lot of times people are like, I just can't talk to people. I have a hard time talking to people. Are you the kind of guy, girls, I'm not talking about you at all, guy, are you the kind of guy that never asks for directions? Because I'm that guy. When I go into a grocery store, I will walk down every single aisle to try to find something, and it usually happens at Thanksgiving. And I know the Canadians, you guys just celebrated Thanksgiving, so I know people like Paul Austin, you're laughing right now because your wife sent you to the store and you couldn't find what she was looking for. I know. I will walk up and down the aisle, and I'll look, and finally, if it's I just don't want to ask. I just don't want to ask. But sometimes you just have to. And when you expand and raise your awareness, it opens up so many more opportunities, you guys. It opens up so many opportunities for you to meet somebody, for you to develop a relationship, which turns into an opportunity to share this incredible opportunity with them. Guys, the top earners are always looking for opportunities. They're always looking for opportunities. Now, don't get me wrong. They're not predators, okay? They are not handing out business cards at funerals, okay? They're constantly raising their awareness to connect with people and build relationships that will later turn into new customers or new associates. Okay, number 4, never prejudge. Don't ever prejudge. It is so easy for us to say, oh, this person's not a candidate because, right? They don't have any money, or they have too much money, they're too successful, or they're doing, some other business. They're doing something else. They don't have time because they're doing this, that, and the other thing. Or this person won't be interested in what I have to offer because, and then you make up an excuse. And the only reason you're making up an excuse is because you're afraid of the outcome. You're afraid somebody's going to blow you off and go, what are you doing, dude? That's crazy. All right? You don't know what's going on in another person's world. They may be praying or searching for an opportunity to be able to launch into and maybe go to work with you. You just don't know. It's not our job, you guys, to decide that for them. You don't know if that rich person is bored out of their mind. You don't know if that person who works in the corporate world is looking for a challenge. Guys, you don't know if a person who looks successful is completely stressed out because they're trying to figure out a way to pay for their kids' college. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. So it's really, really important that you don't prejudge, right? You never know when a person is ready to make a change and is looking for an opportunity. Our job is not to convince anybody to do anything. Guys, our job is to give people an opportunity, and you can't give people an opportunity if you prejudge what they're going to do with it. All right, so never, ever prejudge anybody. Our job is to build the relationship and share with them what we have to offer. And number 5, network on purpose. Network on purpose. Now, this simply means join new groups. Expand your horizons a little bit. Join a networking group. Join different groups in your local community. Serve people in that same community and get to know other people. Volunteer for charities and other causes in your area. If you have hobbies, expand those hobbies. Join social groups. Join a health club. I'll tell you what I do, you guys. I jump around to different health clubs. All right? I'm a member at the YMCA here in my town, but I will go to other racquetball clubs in the Milwaukee area. And I've done this. I just walk up to the front desk and I say, hey, I would like to have a week membership here. Just a 1-week trial. What do I do to, be able to, test out your facility for 1 week? And 100% of the time, they go, yeah, you can come in and work out here for a week if you want to. And I only go to places that have racquetball courts, right? And so what do? I walk directly down to the racquetball court and I meet people. And I meet people. And I'm confident in doing that because I can play with anybody. All right? I can walk on a racquetball court with anybody and be competitive. And so my goal is not to test out the facility. I've got a great facility where I'm at. My goal is to expand my contact list. And I've met some really great guys that today I play racquetball with. They'll invite me to their club as a guest. I invite them out to the YMCA as a guest, and we continue to play. All right, so get out of your house and get connected with people. And like I said, you're going to have to step out of your comfort zone just a little bit to do this. Because, how many times do people say, I'm a homebody? It's like, then you're going to struggle. If you're the kind of person who doesn't ask for directions, you're going to struggle. If you're the kind of person that says, I'm just shy, I have a hard time meeting people, you're going to struggle. That means you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. And when you get out of your comfort zone, great things happen. Great things happen. Right? So do that, you guys. Step out of your comfort zone. Get out of your house. Get connected with people. Build friendships. Build relationships. And once you do that, and listen, I'm not talking about walking up to somebody and going, hey, I've got a patch you should try. I would run from you if you said that to me. I'm like, what are you trying to do? I don't even know you, and you're going to put this goofy thing on my arm? I got to go. But if you develop a relationship with this person and build trust, you have a natural ability to talk to them about the opportunity. The problem is that people walk up to people and they puke all over them. And it's like, that's what gives network marketing a bad name. It's like, no, we are in the people business. We are in the building and developing trust business, which really should be life, you guys. We should do that whether we're building a business or not, right? We should always be looking to leave people better than we found them. We should always be looking for a way to, let me tell you what, not to pat myself on the back, but yesterday I was driving through Oconomowoc and I saw this guy at a gas station pushing his car to the gas pump. And a police officer was pushing the car with him. And these guys were struggling. So I'm like, oh, go help. I pull over, jump out of my car. I said, all right, jump in. You and I pointed to the police officer, said, all right, let's get this guy to the pump. And I pushed this guy to the gas pump without expecting anything in return. And it's like, you know what? I don't even know the guy's name. I don't know who the police officer is, but they thanked me. I jumped in my car and I drove away. Now, could I have gotten their name and said, yeah. But you know what? Sometimes you just do things to be a better human. Just be a better human being. And if everybody had that attitude, you guys, think of how great life really would be. Meet more people. Become the life of the party, even if it's not your nature.